Scorpio, and welcome to your weekly tarot reading. I'd already recorded your reading and it didn't record, so the cards are already pulled. I hope you don't mind. I have to stick with the same messages that I got, and I don't think you're going to mind this reading, to tell you the truth, because it's a very, very beautiful reading that you've got. So there's another card coming across for you, which is the Empress card. Yeah, she's your opposite sign. She's Taurus. That's the part of your personality that you need to incorporate into your life to achieve balance. So Taurus is all about Mother Earth, tangible love that you can touch, that you can feel. Some of you might be birthing a new business, a family. That's what the Empress does. She really is the goddess energy. So what lies behind you is the Five of Discs. The Five of Discs is a card notoriously about insufficiency and lack. This might be experienced in your finances, but for quite often, and because I'm looking at your other cards, it can also be about feeling separate from someone that you love, okay? But no matter how it appears, there's a bit of a feeling about being a bit out in the cold, okay? But bear with me, guys, okay? Your gift is the Fool card. So the Fool card is our true home. It's where we come from, and it's where we're all going back to. It's that place of the free spirit. The Fool lives in the here and now. The Fool trusts love. The Fool trusts life. The Fool's an energy where we spontaneously say yes to new beginnings and new pathways, because the Fool doesn't fear, because the Fool knows that it meets ups and downs in life, but it's all part of life's fantastic adventure. I know we don't always feel like that, okay? But that is the Fool's journey, because he's the zero. He doesn't carry a past, and he definitely doesn't carry a future. And that's why he is this sacred Fool, okay? Now, your challenge is the Ace of Cups. Can I go back to that? Because I need to keep clarifying why it's your challenge. So who's showing up for you in your relationships is the Queen of Wands, okay? Can be a fire sign person, but I don't tend to read the cards that way. I read the cards about the energy. The Queen of Wands is someone very much with a lot of life force, tends to be a very, very attractive, very magnetic queen. It's not gender specific, but how other people are showing up for you is very, very magnetic. There's a lot of buzz, there's an awful lot of attraction around you this week, Scorpio. And that is why your central issue is the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is about love. And love comes in many shapes and forms, by the way. I think most of you know that. The Two of Cups is a soulmate card. And again, soulmates come in many shapes or forms. And I think if any sign that knows that, it's definitely a Scorpio, okay? So your gift, and your gift is the Fool, and the central issue is the Two of Cups. So I think it's clear that for many of you, there's a whole new love direction opening up. For some of you that's already in an established relationship, you're coming back together in that state of love again. So whatever that Five of Discs has been, if it's been about being in a state of separation, this is about being together again. Now, I'm still baffled why the Ace of Cups is your challenge. And I think I'm going to clarify that. Your advice and the outcome. Your advice is a little bit of contemplation on this Ace of Wands, okay? So I think it's really clear for anyone meeting anyone new, there's maybe a little bit of advice to take a step back, because this would be a very, very powerful attraction, okay? So why is and the Empress is here. who's another very magnetic energy. Some of you might be considering starting a family. The Empress also births new beginnings, like businesses. So there can be a theme about work, because you've got the 5 and the 7 of Pentacles. But if it's not about work, it's about allowing things to develop in their own time, because that's what the Pentacles represent. They represent everything that we can see and touch and feel. And most things in nature grow slowly. So for some of you, this might be a very slow growing bond, but boy, is the attraction intense. So why is the Ace of Cups a challenge for Scorpio? Because the Ace of Cups can be a right fierce love. Fierce love is that love without conditions, but quite often it comes and it's a pain, because there might be obstacles for the two of you getting together. Tends to be obstacles. And the Ace of Cups quite often is a love we have to fight for, because if you look, the eye of the divine is shining through the heart, and I don't know why. I don't have the answers to everything, but sometimes I find these loves, they quite often come, I don't know, it's so hard to explain, but with a little bit of challenge attached to them. I want to know why the Ace of Cups is the challenge for Scorpio. I feel like drawing you 3 cards actually, so that's what I'm going to do. 3 cards for Scorpio, but why the Ace of Cups is a challenge. The Lovers, the King of Pentacles, okay, and the 8 of Discs. Okay, I need to read the cards how I see them. There's absolutely endless ways that I can interpret these cards. When the King of Pentacles appears as a challenge, the King of Pentacles represents our stability and our security. He very often, when he shows up as a challenge, he doesn't want to move, okay? So, I think some Scorpios, and this isn't going to be for all of you, some of you are just totally in love and starting a family. For others, there's an awful lot of stubbornness showing up with this character, the 8 of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. Some people might be falling in love with someone who's already got an established bond, or you might have one, Scorpio, to tell you the truth. And following this love might mean upsetting an awful lot of your stability and your security. And that's how I would traditionally read these cards. But because I don't know all of your individual stories, I cannot be specific, but the Lover's card has appeared here. Some of yous, there might be a whole new attraction coming into your life, but the challenge would be the existing security you've already got. That is what I mean sometimes when the Ace of Cups appears as a challenge. It's the most blessed card, but for some reason, these energies that come into our lives that are very blessed, for some reason have some challenges with them. And the challenge for most Scorpios seem to be around an already established bond, either for you or for the other person. For some of you who are in a very established relationship, you're considering starting a family, by the way, but there might be a little bit of an issue around becoming more empowered around your finances, okay? So you want more earth and more ground before you expand and extend yourself. There are so many different messages for me that I've almost got a bit of a headache. But there's definitely a need for some of you to contemplate the nature of this Queen and this Ace, okay? I think, as I said, because either some of you's around your existing bond, there's an issue around becoming that King of Pentacles, so building more earth energy, or some of you are falling in love with someone, but there's already an existing bond, both either for you or for the other person, okay? Now, don't lose heart, Scorpio, and please don't get angry with me. I can only deliver the messages that I've been given. And actually, I'll take this reading if you don't want it. I'm sort of laughing because it's very beautiful. But yeah, and look, the World card's appeared. So the World card is the last arcana. So in an ideal world, we do the world before we got the Fool, yeah? We don't live in an ideal world, guys, okay? Some of us do, and we can, one chapter can end and a new one can begin. And like starting a family and you have all the resources you need, that's very, very unusual for that to happen. Or we meet someone that we just absolutely hopelessly fall in love with, but there's an existing pattern already going on, and that's a really tough one. But the World card is the total trump card. It's funny, I'm in a real challenging space because I read for loads and loads of Scorpios, and I see a lot of my clients' messages here, and I think this is an absolutely outstanding reading. But that Ace of Cups is my favourite card. It's the reason why I use this deck. Comes, for some reason, it comes with a message about you having to be in your power, and you having to stand up tall, and you having to be brave and fight for what you believe in, guys. But there's no other sign in the whole zodiac that could do it the way that you do it. Okay? Love you. Don't be angry at me. Okay? Far from it. If you need a reading, you get a reading to clarify things. But if I was you, I would, yeah, absolutely. It's the Wheel of Fortune. There's some destined energy, Scorpio. And I love you a lot. Speak to you later. Bye.